Thank you, Kelly, for putting your stuff in the chat. Others, add your information to the chat. We've got Alana, Amanda from Iowa. So far, we got Grand Junction in Manhattan, Kansas. I'm calling in from Santa Fe. Brandon and Alana and Karen are all in Rempel Lodge as we speak. We're jealous. We also have folks from Georgia. Outstanding. Well, I think I want to do a little bit of housekeeping as folks continue to join. We'll go ahead and start in with the opening. I wanted to let you all know that this is being recorded and that it'll be available later if you want to look at it later or send it on to others. We are about, as I said, about 25 people tonight, and so please keep yourself muted so we don't have any background noise. The only one we want to hear is Brandon for about an hour. He's got about an hour's worth of material for us, and so we're feeling really lucky to end our week this way with you, Brandon. Please feel free to keep your videos on or off, whatever is most comfortable to you. And again, please put your information in the chat. Tell us who you are and where you're from. We have a lot of people calling in from a lot of places all around. For those who may not know Shadowcliff, I want to just briefly say that Shadowcliff is a nonprofit that is located in Grand Lake, Colorado. It is our mission to provide space for individual and collective transformation, and normally we would be having a season right now that would be offering lodges and hostels and cabins and group experiences of all kinds. This year with COVID, we have cabins available, but nothing else this year, except that we're trying new things like this Communiversity series. And this is the second in the series of almost 20 programs over the next 2 months that I want to give a lot of credit to Kelly Yarbrough, who's in the audience tonight, who's on our board, who has talked with lots of folks about offering up their talent. And Brandon is doing that for us tonight. We were started in the 1950s by the Rempel family and now are an individual nonprofit. You'll see in the very top of the chat that I put our website. If you want to look at it more. And in a little bit later, I'll add some other links for you. We'll have about an hour's worth of music, and then we'll have a little bit of time for comments and questions as well. Let's see. I think, Brandon, I just want to mention that you are on site because this summer you and your lovely wife, Alana, are on-site coordinators under the direction of our general manager, Emily Seska, for keeping everybody in those cabins happy for about 3 months that we get to be open this time. I want to just turn it over to you and ask you to say whatever you would like as a way of introducing yourself, and then just go after it, and when you get done, I'll take the lead again and get us into a little bit of Q&A time.
All right. Well, I'm sure glad that everybody could jump in and be a part. If you were all here, we'd be sitting around the nice fireplace and singing along. So I'm so glad you're here. I got here, like Kathy said, because of the connection with my wife, and she's around the corner with my mother-in-law. They're listening in person and making you all jealous. So tonight I'll do some covers that people really like to hear that I do, and some original songs, and I'll try to give you the details on each of those as they come along. So this first song is an old Otis Redding tune called Hard to Handle that the Black Crowes made famous in the mid-90s, but this was originally put out in the early 60s. I said, baby, here I am, I'm the man on the scene, and I can give you what you want, but you got to come home to me. And I've got some good old loving, and I got a little more in store. And when I get to throwing it on you, you keep coming back for more. The toys that come down by the dozen, that ain't nothing but drugstore loving. Pretty little thing, let me light your candle, cause mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, gets around. I said actions speak louder than words, and I'm a man of great experience. Oh, yeah. Come on, won't you take my hand? Don't you be afraid, cause I'm advertising love for free, and you can place your ad with me. The boys come around and down by the dozen, that ain't nothing but 10-cent loving. Pretty little thing, let me light your candle, cause mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, gets around. Oh, hard to handle now. Said, baby, here I am, I'm the man on your scene, and I can give you what you want, show us you come home with me. And I've got some good old love and got a little bit more in store. And when I get to throwing it on you, you're gonna keep coming back for more. The toys and things that come by the dozen, that ain't nothing but drugstore loving. Pretty little thing, let me light your candle, cause mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, yes I am. Yes, I am hard to handle now. Oh, yes, I am. Yeah. Thank you. The next song is called Truck Driver's Blues by Merle Haggard. Man, I got these truck driver's blues, the kind you can't lose if you ain't driving. Through mountains and valleys and back in through alleys too small. Man, I got these truck driver's blues, the kind you can't lose if you ain't moving. Hugging the white line and making you some kind of haul. I got no one to blame, cause I love this 4-lane I'm on. I got the heart of a gypsy and the soul of a vagabond, yeah. Man, I got these truck driver's blues, kind you can't lose if you ain't dogging, logging, and pulling these doubles and dragging a trailer too tall. I got these truck driver's blues, the kind you can't lose if you ain't moving. Hugging that white line and making you some kind of haul. Man, I got these truck driver's blues, the kind you can't lose if you ain't driving. Mountains and valleys, and back in through alleys too small. Well, honey, I'm missing you, singing these truck drivers blues.
You can't hear all those applause, Brandon, but they're happening. They're happening.
Oh, I'm so glad. This next tune is an old blues tune from the 30s by Charlie Jordan called Keep It Clean. Well, I went to the river and couldn't get across, so I jumped on your papa cause I thought he was a horse. Now ride him over, get him a Coca-Cola, a lemon soda, sauce of ice cream, take soap and water for to keep it clean. Well, up she jumped, down she fell, and her mouth flew open like a mussel shell. Now ride her over and get her a Coca-Cola, lemon soda, sauce of ice cream, take soap and water for to keep it clean. Well, your sister was a teddy and your daddy was a bear. Put a muzzle on your mama cause she had bad hair. Now ride her over, get her a Coca-Cola, a lemon soda, sauce of ice cream, take soap and water for to keep it clean. Well, if you want to get to heaven when you D-I-E, you got to put on your collar and your T-I-E. Now ride it over, get a Coca-Cola, lemon soda, sauce of ice cream, take soap and water for to keep it clean. And if you want to get the rabbit out to L-O-G, you got to put on the stump like a D-O-G. Now ride him over, get him a Coca-Cola, lemon soda, sauce of ice cream, take soap and water for to keep it clean. Well, if you wanna hear the elephant laugh, take him down to the river, watch his yes, yes, yes. Now ride him over and get him a Coca-Cola, a lemon soda, sauce of ice cream, take soap and water for to keep it clean. And run here, doctor, run here fast. Tell me what's the matter with his yes, yes, yes. Now ride him over, got him a Coca-Cola, lemon soda, sauce of ice cream, take soap and water for to keep it clean. Thank you. So this next song that I'll do is for anybody that has a dog that's their best friend. This is called Ode to Odin. And I learned this from a guy who came through Americus while me and Alana were living there. Andy Holm was his name. And he taught me several songs. And this one was about a dog of his. And if you have a dog that you love, this song is for you. Well, I got a dog, his name is Red, but he's tan, so I call him Dad. that's my dog, a half-wit like me. And if he dies, oh, I wonder where I'll be. We go to town to get a drink, and I'm at the bar and Jed sitting at the sink, drink and drunk, my dog and me. If I die, I wonder where he's gonna be. We go to parties and we drink free beer, but Jed met a poodle and he was gone for a year. That's my dog, unloyal SOB. The poodle kicked him out and he came crawling back to me. Well, Sunday come and we go to Mass. A day past the basket, we get some cash. I've been blessed, and that's all I gotta say. Thank you, God, for payday, and now we'll be on our way. Well, I got a dog, and his name is Red, but he's tan, so I call him Jed. That's my dog, half-wit like me. And if he dies, I wonder where I'll be. When I die, I wonder where he'll be. Oh, when we die, I wonder where we're gonna be. Thank you. Now I'm going to play a little song called Progress. And if you've been around Shadowcliff any amount of time, or if you've heard me play any amount of time, you've probably heard me play this song. This is probably at the very top of the list of songs that I didn't write, but I wish I did. If there's a group based out of Canada called the Other Brothers, and I was able to borrow a copy of their CD one time, and before I gave the CD back, I memorized this song, but it's not on the internet anywhere, so you'll have to enjoy it for what it is right here. Well, I'm a simple man, always lived on prairie land, tilled the earth since I was a kid, just like my daddy did. The times have changed, my friend, my little farm just might see its end, with mortgages and equipment dead, the ups and downs of the free market. But some call that progress, some call that a better way to live, and some call that progress. Well, I'm a company man, I work down at the factory plant, lost my farm 10 years ago, wife and I couldn't make it go, and sometimes I wonder when I might be replaced again by some new machine. Does my job more efficiently, and some call that progress. Some call that a better way to live, and some call that progress. Well, I'm a learned man, and I live in the modern land. Face the world through a telephone screen and never touch the outdoor green. Success was never far from me. I've been blessed with opportunity, but there's no time for rest or play at the end of my business day. And some call that progress. Some call that a better way to live, and some call that progress. Thank you. I'd like to dedicate this next song to my mom. I don't know if they were able to join tonight or not, but either way, I play this every Mother's Day, and I thank my mom for being who she is. I think you'll recognize it. First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing and a youngin's dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound, and no one could change my mind, but Mama tried. One and only rebel child from a family meek and mild, my mama seemed to know what lay in store. And despite all my Sunday learning, toward the bad I kept on turning until Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried, oh Mama tried to raise me better, but her plea I denied. It leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Dear old daddy, rest his soul, I left my ma such a heavy load, but she tried so very hard to fill his shoes. The working hours without rest, they wanted me to have the best. Oh, she tried to raise me right, but I refused. So I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried, oh Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. It leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. And that leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Thank you. Oh, good. Oh no, one more. Okay. Keep this on. Lana just told me that my folks were able to join on, so that is great. I'm so glad. Hey, y'all. Hope y'all doing good. Earlier this year, we lost a great legend in the folk singing, country singing community. And this is a song that he made popular. It's originally written by Blaze Foley, but John Prine took it and went places. This song's called Clay Pigeons. I'm going down to the Greyhound station. I'm gonna buy a ticket to ride. I'm gonna find that lady with 2 or 3 kids and sit down by her side. And we'll ride till the sun comes up and down around about 2 or 3 times. Smoking cigarettes in the last seat and singing songs for the people I meet and get along with it all. Down where the people say y'all. Sing a song with a friend and try to change the shape I'm in. To get back in the game, start playing again. I'm tired of running around looking for answers to questions that I already know. And I could build me a castle of memories just to have somewhere to go. And count the days and the nights that it takes to get back in the saddle again. We'll feed the pigeons some clay, turn the night into day, start talking again when I know what to say. I'm going down to the Greyhound station, gonna buy a ticket to ride. And I'm gonna find that lady with 2 or 3 kids and sit down by her side. And we'll ride until the sun comes up and down around about 2 or 3 times. And we'll feed the pigeons some clay, turn the night into day, start talking again when I know what to say. Thank you. Now I'll play another cover song. This one is by Willie Nelson called Angel Flying Too Close to the Ground. Let me get that high note in tune there. So close. All right. If you had not have fallen, then I would not have found you. Angel flying too close to the ground. And I patched up your broken wing and hung around a while, trying to keep your spirits up. your fever down. But I knew someday that you would fly away. 'Cause love's the greatest healer to be found. So leave me if you need to, but I will still remember my angel flying too close to the ground. If you need to, but I will always remember my angel flying too close to the ground.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, this next song is a tune that I wrote. If you have ever worn leather shoes or leather boots for any amount of time, every once in a while you get a bad pair. And it's happened to me. So I wrote a song about it. It's fictional to some degree, but it is based on that that notion of getting something that you expect to work, and it does everything but work. It's a bad place to be. Well, I worked down in the coal mine and I worked out in the field. When I found a freight train, then I knew my fate was sealed. But it was in the rambling that I finally asked my feet, did a crooked salesman make a fool out of me? Lord, I done wore out my leather shoes. Lord, I done wore out my leather shoes. There's a hole in the sole and I can see my big toe. I say, Lord, I done wore out my leather shoes. I made my way back to the city and I found the store closed. I reckon that old cheat had realized he'd be exposed for selling faulty goods and making fools of the poor. Well, he ought to be ashamed, and he done right to lock his door. Lord, I done wore out my leather shoes. Lord, I done wore out my leather shoes. There's a hole in the sole, and I can see my big toe. I say, Lord, I done wore out my leather shoes. Well, I ask you friends and neighbors, what's a rambling man to do if he can't trust his brand new shoes to work like they ought to? It's a sad day that we're living in, I'll tell you all the truth. Everybody's got to sing these leather shoe blues. And Lord, I done wore out my leather shoes. Lord, I done wore out my leather shoes. There's a hole in the sole, and I can see my big toe. I said, Lord, I done wore out my leather shoes. I said, Lord, I done wore out my leather shoes. Thank you. Let me switch guitars here. Got to go to an open tune guitar. I'm sure that means something to somebody out there. I'd like to send this song out to my grandma. This is her favorite song, and in the middle of last year, I had the opportunity to sing it with her, and that was great. We visited some in mid-June, late June, and she was recently diagnosed with early stages of ALS, and after we heard that news, I went and picked up a guitar and played this song. This is by the Happy Goodman family, called God Walks the Dark Hills. God walks the dark hill, the ways, the highways, and he walks on the billows of life's troubled sea, and he walks in the cold dark night, the shadows of midnight. God walks the dark hills just to guide you and me. God walks the dark hills just to guide my footsteps. He walks everywhere, by night and by day. He walks in the silence, on down the highway. And God walks the dark hills just to show me the way. God walks in the storm, the rain and the sunshine, still walks through the shadows or through glimmering light, helps us walk up the mountain so high, cross rivers and valleys. And God walks the dark hills just to guide you and me. God walks the dark hills just to guide my footsteps. He walks everywhere, by night and by day. He walks in the silence, on down the highway. And God walks the dark hills just to show me the way. God walks the dark hills just to show me the way. Thank you. This next tune is a song called Rainbow Sign. It was originally written by Woody Guthrie in the mid-40s, early 40s, and I learned this arrangement from Andy Holm, who wrote the song about his favorite dog that I played earlier in the set. So he taught me this arrangement of the song. Hope you enjoy it. Sowing on the mountain, reaping in the valley. Sowing on the mountain, reaping in the valley. Sowing on the mountain and reaping in the valley. You reap just what you sow. God gave Noah the rainbow sign. God gave Noah the rainbow sign. God gave Noah the rainbow sign. Said it won't be water but fire. Next time it won't be water but fire. Next time it won't be water but fire. Next time it won't be water but fire. Next time, said God, you gave Noah the rainbow sign. Now what you gonna do when the world is on fire? What you gonna do when the world is on fire? What you gonna do when the world is on fire? You gotta reap just what you sow. Sowing on the mountain, reaping in the valley. God gave Noah the rainbow sign. Said it won't be water but fire next time. And God gave Noah the rainbow sign. Thank you. Oh, we're still doing pretty good on time. That's great. That is great. Whoa! Just about lost the other one. Caught it, though. Whew. Oh, man. I hate them scares. No bueno. Okay. So this the next song is called Never Should Have Been Your Man. It's not autobiographical. Praise the good Lord for that. But it is true for some, I'm sure. And I'm sorry for those that it's true for. But it's still a good song. I still like it. Let me just get readjusted here, and we'll proceed. Okay, here we go. Never should have been your man. I know it's late, and I really should not be stumbling. And I know my eyes should not be red. But if I called, I know that you would have heard me slurring. And I just kind of wanted to slip on into bed. I can't turn the water into whiskey. I never cared much for wine. It seems I never did much of nothing except manage to waste all your time. So if you could do this all over, and honey, if you got the chance, do you think you would see a poor scoundrel like me? Never should have been your man. And on the day that I became your husband, I promised you my rambling days were through. But it seems that I'm just not cut out for the good life. Darling, I was never man enough for you. I can't turn the water into whiskey. I never cared much for wine. It seems I never did much of nothing except manage to waste all your time. So if you could do this all over, honey, if you got the chance, do you think you could see a poor scoundrel like me? Never should have been your man. Honey, yes, I'll agree, a poor scoundrel like me never should have been your man. Thank you, thank you. Where are we at here? Okay, still pretty good on time. 7:54. Okay. I know it's late over there on the East Coast. All my Georgia people, I appreciate you coming in and sticking with me. This is so great to be able to play for y'all, and especially play some new tunes. That's real great. Oh man, I just love it. Let's see. Okay, I'll play three more, I think. Let me just get this old box in tune here. Them high strings is a little ornery. I don't know why. Anybody can make them behave, y'all go ahead and do that. All right, this is another new song I wrote. Not autobiographical, but I'm sure it is for somebody. So this is a good old, you can't wear overalls and not sing a moonshine song. So here we go. Well, I was whistling As I walked down the road one day, trying to find some peace of mind. I ain't got no job, but I got bills to pay, and I could use some inspiration or a dime. Then as it happened, I stumbled and fell, and I went down the side of the hill. But as I scratched and I clawed and I skidded to a stop, oh, I was looking at old man Johnson still. I think he sampled a little too much of last year's bunch while waiting for this mash to brew, 'cause he's passed out drunk on a hickory stump, and I ain't got no time to lose. I gathered up his jugs as the still began to run, and I thank the good Lord for my good luck. I had about 40 gallons by the time that it was done, and I figured that that ought to be enough. But now there's a problem. I think you'll understand. I got 20 bottles of this shine. It technically belongs to a drunk old man who could wake up at any time. So I sat down, tried to ponder my situation and formulate a foolproof plan. But once it got dark, well, that added complications. Oh, you see, life ain't easy for a lucky man. I'm sure he'd be proud of all this work I did. I didn't let one drop go to waste. I don't think he'd mind if I sampled just a bit. I got myself one little taste. Before I knew it, the world come to an end. And I didn't know if I was up or down until I saw the trees, they were waving back at me as I lay there on the ground. Soon after that, everything was quiet and still, and I had the best sleep of my life. When I came to at the bottom of the hill, I could tell that something wasn't right. All the white lightning had already disappeared, and old man Johnson slipped away. And to my great dismay, it was just as I feared. Oh no, I lost all my money yesterday. Thank you, thank you. Okay. It's usually not a sit down with me unless I do a little Johnny Cash. So here's one for the man in black. Well, I hear that train a-coming, it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, and I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. The time keeps dragging on, and I hear that whistle blowing on down to San Antone. Now when I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, you better always be a good boy. Don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno so I could watch him die. When I hear that train rolling, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's the rich folks eating in a fancy dining car, and they're probably drinking coffee and smoking good cigars. Well, I knew I had it coming. Well, good Lord, I can't be free. But the lose people, keep them moving, and that's what tortures me. And if they free me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, you can bet I'd move it all just a little farther down the line. But far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yes, Lord, I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
Fantastic. Now, Brandon, before you go into your last song, we want to just ask everybody to let us see your video on, and let's when Brandon gets done with this next song, we'll open up for a few comments and whoop whoop, and you can hear us clapping and all the stuff you haven't been able to hear so far. I'm also putting in the chat a link if anybody really loves what they heard and they want to support this kind of programming going forward. Give us a little donation tonight. That would be fantastic. We sure appreciate it. Let's go into your last tune.
Yeah. This is a song called Always Lift Him Up. It was by Blind Alfred Reed. Old Crow Medicine Show made it popular in 2012, 13. Somewhere in there. But folks, we're living in a tough time, different time, weird time, and we got to treat each other with a little bit of kindness and a little bit more love. So I just encourage all of you to reach down in there, deep inside your heart, and find ways to do 1% more kindness. Open yourself up to love. Even every little bit that we can do to help each other ends up helping all of us. So that's what this song's about. I'm so glad y'all been here. Everybody on the East Coast and in Central Time. Oh man, it's getting late for y'all. I sure do appreciate you being here. Thank y'all so much. When a man has got the blues and feels discouraged and has nothing else but trouble all his life, but he's just an honest man like any other, living in a world of aggravating strife. If he's sick and tired of life and takes to drinking, do not pass him by, don't greet him with a frown. Do not fail to lend your hand and show him pity. Always lift him up and never knock him down. If he stays out late at night because he's troubled, or because his home is not what it should be, have a smile for him wherever you might meet him. It'll help him find the right way, don't you see? And if he gambles when he's in the town or city, tell him what he ought to do to gain the round. Do not fail to lend your hand and try to help him. Always lift him up and never knock him down. If he has no friends and everything's against him, and if he's failed in everything that he has tried, try to lift his load and help him bear his burden. Let him know that you are walking by his side. And if he feels like all is lost and he has fallen, help to place this a poor man's feet on solid ground. Oh, and when this world has turned its back against him, Always lift him up and never knock him down. Always lift him up and never knock him down. Thank you so much. God bless all y'all.
Unmute. Everybody unmute so we can
Woo!
Woo!
Go, Brandon. You rock. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. I sure do appreciate it. Oh, goodness. That's marvelous.
Does anybody have any question or any comment they want to make? Just go ahead and unmute and speak out.
Thank you, Brandon.
Oh, you're very welcome.
All the way. That was a
Hey,
Go ahead.
Brandon, how do you talk more Southern as you've been in the West?
I thought the same thing.
I stay on the phone with Mom and Dad. That's how.
Well, thank you so much. We enjoyed it.
Oh, Brian, so great. I'm so glad you could jump in, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm driving through the mountains right now, and it's so amazing because there's a never-ending rainbow right now, and it was just so magical with you playing.
Oh, that's so great. Thanks, Jen. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We're getting some rain in Santa Fe, which is a rare and beautiful thing. It must be up because you brought it to us, Brandon. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Well, everybody, we hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's give it one more big old whoop whoop. And everybody, look for some more Communiversity sessions that you want to join and sign up. We have some more starting next week. We got them all the way through the middle of August. So join us, join us, join us.
Much obliged, everybody. Oh, Elster, hello.
Brandon.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Night.
Good night, all y'all. Much obliged.
Bye. Oh, look, there's Alana. Bye, Alana.
Wait, where's Alana? Oh, there's Alana.
How's your new guitar, Brandon?
What'd they say?
Love you guys. Love it.
Thank you.
How's your new guitar, Brandon?
Oh, it's really good, really good. There's solid mahogany there.
Nice.
Martin Guitar Company.
Wow.
It's been super duper. I love it.
It sure sounded good.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, everybody. Brandon, take a break.
I'm gonna try.
Don't forget to lock the doors on your way out.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Love you.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye, everybody.